guys, how are you? This is Melissa over at Fugler Friends. Okay, so we're going to do this. Everybody's been asking, how many Fuglers do you have? Fine. So, I don't really want to admit this. I've got quite a few duplicates, you all know, of the Marcus Fugler. I think he's at the bottom of the pile. So the number on Marcus is 15. But the total number of Fuglers altogether. Now I've even got a few mystery Fuglers. Nobody big and special. Just extra ones I actually have duplicates of that I haven't introduced into the story yet. I've got, well, he's not a duplicate. Oh, you want to see that one? Maybe I'll show you that one at the end. This one's a duplicate, but that's going to be a fun story. So we're not going to show you that one either. I do have two of Carol. We all love Carol. Carol's awesome. I had bought Carol not knowing that my friend had bought me one and had sent me her. So, I love her and I can't give her up. So, I got an extra Carol, who is like my love because of Karen for marketing. Hey girl. Let's go through some of these guys here. So, the ultimate number ended up being at 65. I have 65 Fuglers. And yes, I know I have a problem. But if you don't count Marcus Fuglers, that's only 50. I have 15 Marcus Fuglers. There's Xander here. He's definitely a cool guy. I got a lot of them, but guess what? I don't have all of the Chase Fuglers. I only have Sid here, who's gotten into a lot of trouble lately. And Maple, of course, who is his new gang member. This little guy, little snowflake here, he's super cute. I don't know if that's his name. Don't call him Snowflake. I don't know. He's cute. The guys with the tongues, I think, are a little strange. I'm not going to lie. So what I do, I don't know if there's any... Let me know. Comment below if you think the tongues are weird. Some people love them. I think they're funny in pictures and stuff. I just tuck them in. I literally roll them and tuck them in, and then they look like a regular Fugler, just with like a tongue inside. I think he's cute. You know why I bought this one? I'm not a huge fan of Sir Blett. Sir Blett, I think his name is. There's a blue one that my very good friend's mom had bought me. So I have him. And then I went and got this guy because he's made of the Marcus material. And you know, oh, beagle barking in every video. I can't help it. The Marcus material is one of my favorite materials. I pray and hope that they make more of it. You know who else has that? The bunny. Little Bun Bun has that Marcus material. It's so soft. It doesn't stay that soft forever. Poor Marcus has come across that. I don't know. I think I started counting them. Alright. So who else has Marcus material? Of course, we have... so this is the... I didn't mean to put him in the shot, actually. I gotta find... Oh no, I counted him. So 65 is still the right number. So this is Bumble. Alright, if you all want to know the real story on Bumble, I bought him. I loved him. My dogs got him. That's the true story. The dogs chewed him up, ripped out some of his teeth, ate the teeth, pooped them out. Ew. Ripped off his arm for the most part. So I just added it to the story. You know, when something bad happens, just add it to the story. That's all. So that's fun. Who else we got here? I'm going to get little Echo in a little more often. We all love Echo. Because he's not too much, not featured too much, he's actually still got some nice felt. I'm going to try that thing you guys have said, to do the, like, shaver. I've seen it done, and it seems like it works really well, so I'm going to do that. Oh, here's the other Sir Blett. I tucked his tongue in, too. I feel like it makes him look like a regular, normal Fugler then. That's cool. Who else? And of course we got Roxy and Moxie. Now, I don't know if it's apparent in all of my videos, but I really love Roxy. I really do. I think she's so cute. And then of course there's let's see. Oh, Bruce, of course. So Bruce, and then we got Roxy and Moxie. So stinking cute. Now, Roxy was the first fox that I had, and then Simon came along. Simon, over here. And he made a clone of her unintentionally with his science. So he created Moxie. Neither of them have a real voice. They don't talk. They kind of purr. Because they're just cute that way. That's what I came up with. But Bruce, of course, has a voice, which is really funny. I came up with because I had a cold. So we love Bruce. Bruce is one of my favorites too. That's why I bought the other Bruce. Oh, Leo. You know, I really do love all of them. We got Sassette. You know, the trouble is we're getting so many fugglers now, and I want to just introduce them all into video, that you got to incorporate the story, got to bring them in, and it's so much fun to give them personality and life. But sometimes it's overwhelming at the same time, because there's just so many. I don't think I even got to name my purple bunny yet. You know what the trouble with purple bunny is for me? And the trouble, actually Leo is cool too. I'm not going to lie, guys. I really hate the color purple. I love Moose. I love him so much. Sid's in the way there. I love Moose. I personally am not a fan of purple. I know that it's a huge, huge color for a lot of people. It's like my least favorite color. Not gonna lie. But I don't let that stop me from loving other things. Like Leo here. Leo is awesome. I kind of put his like New York-y kind of accent voice to my husband and his family, who probably won't watch this video. Hey, you guys. I think it's just funny. So I put a lot of love into his voice and his personality, because he's kind of part of the family in more ways than one. There's Sassette, she's falling. Monroe. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. This is Monroe. He's super cool. I have not featured the aliens a lot because I wasn't sure what kind of voices to give him originally. But Monroe is super cool, and I really do like him, even though he is also another purple fugler. I would consider him purple. He's got like a fuchsia color to him, but still that purple tint. But I still love him. You can love things that aren't your favorite colors. Oh, you know what I wanted to touch on real quick? I'm hoping this isn't a super long video for you. So, of course, we have Max for Maximum Results. He is awesome. We love Max. Actually, one of my favorite fugglers. I have fallen madly, deeply in love with him. Just when you think you love one fugler, they come out. Actually, they didn't come out. You know what it is? It's a different dye that they originally. So I think there are less of the bright red dye. I think that was the original color. This is what they had meant for it to be. But then they came out with this one. So there's a very definite difference in color. I love Max. He is awesome. I don't know if I'm going to introduce the red version into the storyline at all. Maybe I'll sneak him in and you guys can point it out and say, hey, Max looks red now. I don't know. I've got a couple different ideas for it. I had to get him. And you know what I really want to tell you guys? Anybody who lives in America, so I went to GameStop, the store, and they had a sale on the 12-inch fugglers, not on the 9-inch fugglers, only on the 12-inch. Oh my goodness, they were 75% off. I only paid like $6 and change for the red one. Like, he's supposed to be rare and fancy. I've been watching him, I've been seeing him. I couldn't bring myself to pay the full $25 for the exact same thing in just a different color. I'm a grown-up. I've said this before. I've got bills to pay. I've got things to do. I can't just be willy-nilly spending another 25 bucks on another guy. But for $6 and change, pa-ching, not a problem. If I found him in red originally, I would have been much happier. The red suits him. The red is really nice. And that felt, that tone, that color also happened to the fox. So I think that would be really cool. So that's my real goal next. To not spend $1 million and find the fox, Roxy Moxie, in the red. The red is just, it's brighter, it's fun. It almost seems muted when you look at the other color. Of course, we got Mac here. You know, I love the fur. Oh, as much as I love Marcus, I love the fur. I think that it's fun to comb, not gonna lie. I think it changes what they look like a little bit when you comb them out. I've got to really get Mac in some more videos. He was more of like a Halloween Fugler. Came out of the pumpkin. Check that out. But the fur is so much fun. Now, of course, also, you know, I say everybody's my favorite. I guess that's just the theme of the video. Everyone's my favorite. Olivia is so much fun. She loves coffee. She just wants to grow up and be a barista. That's what she wants. She would like to work at Starbucks. Dear Starbucks, hire Olivia. She loves that. You know, I think that Olivia is just one of the cutest fugglers. She's very simple. She's very simply designed. She's not very complicated. She has the button eyes, which a lot of people don't like. But for Olivia, it suits her. And they created an Olivia in yellow. No, I do not have her. I do not have her yet. I'm working on it. I'm trying. Let me see here. I do have Oliver. Sorry, he got on the bottom of the pile. So he's cool too. I hope that they still make, when they come out with the new versions of Fugglers, that they still come out with the same designs in the different colors. I think that's really cool. They have kind of left a gap in time. So they were coming out with Fugglers. What are we on? 4th and 5th generations or styles or whatever that people are calling them. And in those we have ones that look the same in different fabrics and different colors. I like that. For my storylines, that makes family. Because family tends to look alike. It doesn't have to. Not always, of course. Especially in a Fugler world. Even their eyes, look how different. So, trouble in filming with your cell phone is that it cuts out and you don't even know, so I can't see. I was talking about family and how it looks alike, but it doesn't have to with Olivia and Oliver. And they do make a third one in felt yellow. I want her so bad. I've already named that one Alyssa. Olyssa. For Olivia, Oliver, and Olyssa. I don't know who she's going to be in the film, in the line of movies we make here, but I can't wait. Now, because it cut out, I don't know which part I've even talked about. I'm not sure if I already talked about the red and the maroon Max, but I love the red. I'm not sure where I had gotten to. But the main thing I wanted to let you guys know is how much I love my Marcus. I always have Fang in the back of my mind. Like, he's number one because he's the first. I've got to get him back in some more films. He probably will be the best man in Moose and Martha's Wedding because he's Moose's best friend. Hi, Moose. And then, of course, on Instagram, I had introduced Murphy, but I never got a chance to put him in. Oh, his bow tie's coming off. I never got a chance to put him into video yet. Do you want to know the real truth? This is funny that I'm refilming it because I didn't mention this. Murphy, I really wanted him to have a nice Irish accent. I can't do an Irish accent to save my life, and I'm mostly Irish. I'm Irish and German. I'm American. I'm from America, live in America, born in America. But here in America, we call ourselves something else sometimes because that's our descent. But I have a lot of Irish background and German, but I can't do an Irish accent for anything. So I've had trouble trying to put Murphy in film because I really wanted him to have an Irish accent. But it's so terrible, it doesn't sound anything like it. I try to give everybody their own personal voices. I love to do the voices. So I'm working on it. And because when I bought Murphy, I can't help myself because he's the Munch Bunch. That's what they call Marcus. Fugglers calls Marcus Munch Munch. Of course, we call him the Marcus Fugler because that's who he is. He's Marcus. I love this little guy. I love him so much. But since they came out with a furry version of him, I said, oh, is it anything to do with Marcus? Let me buy 3 of them at a time. Not gonna lie though, there was a 4th one in the store. I went to Barnes & Noble's the day I bought these 3, and there was a 4th one. I couldn't help it. But I am a grown-up. I have bills to pay. So at $15 a head, $45 was enough to pay that day. And you know what? Murphy ended up having the perfect face. They're all individuals. That's the great part about Fugglers. Some people get really upset because the original Fugglers were handmade by Mrs. McKendrick. And she's a wonderful person. And she handmade each one for each person that she sent them to. But I think that they still retain some personal value, personality traits to each one. So this is Murphy, and I would know the difference between Murphy and, oh my goodness, she's lost all kinds of bows. So I don't know if Murphy will have a sister or a girlfriend, so don't hold me to it. But this one is hilarious. You've got to check this out. So this is Murphy. Can you see him real good? I hope so. I'm hoping it's still filming because it's really annoying when my phone goes out. I can only film on my phone. This is Murphy. He's perfect and adorable. This is either going to be a sister or girlfriend or friend. I don't even know. But look at that wonky eye. One of the eyes actually faces out. Which one is it? Look at this thing. Look at that. I mean, I hate to point out people's, flaws. But this is just amazing. I think it's hilarious. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not. You got Murphy. Perfect. Not so perfect. But hilarious in her own way. I really, really love it. I love it. It gives her like her own look. And then I know who is who. And then of course the third one, I think he's in between. I don't think he's right on. His mouth is a little more crooked than say Murphy's. But you can actually take their mouths and move them around. I've noticed with some of the Munch Bunches that I've gotten, that some of the Marcus Fugglers, I've moved some of their teeth, stuck them in a little bit, moved it around. At first, when I bought Fugglers, I was afraid to touch them too much. I just didn't want to ruin them. You won't ruin them. Just manipulate them a little. Their mouths are like a pocket with teeth in them. So you can actually stick your fingers in there and move it around, and you can kind of fix it a little bit better the way you want. The way you want to make them look. Some people go to the store and ruin their faces on purpose. But you can fix it. It's not too big of a deal. So I'm not sure where that film had clipped out, but I was just saying how much I really enjoy the fur. It's soft and nice. And I think that the fur would hold up the best. I bet if you wash this and took it out of the washing machine, it's going to look funny. But if you dry it, if you either blow dry it with a hair dryer or let it air dry and then comb it out, I bet it will retain more of its originality. The felt is not going to. Good luck if you wreck or stain your felt. This pills up. This gets all yucky on the normal. I don't know how you would clean this. If you put this in the washer, maybe it would hold together okay, but then air dry and just let it set and hope for the best. I love the felt ones. I think they're cute. I love the material. It's adorable. It just gets all yucky. I've mentioned this before. I don't play with them like younger generations would be playing. And by all means, have a good time. Play with them. That's what they're there for. But they get yucky, and it bothers me. But I haven't tried. I haven't been brave enough to try. You guys have suggested actually using the razor and scraping it off. And I seen someone on Facebook actually use something like Alright guys, I'm over it. I keep trying to film this to do a nice little film about all of the fugglers. Try to get everybody behind me. But my phone keeps flipping out, you know. So, in the end, love fugglers, love them all. Lots of different fabrics. I have 65. Can you imagine 65 fugglers? 15 are Marcus though. No matter what, if I go to a store, if I find a way, I will buy Marcus. I love him. I can't help it. It's weird. Call it weird if you like. But please, comment below if you want to know more about... Oh, where'd she go? Oh, no! The newest to our family is Eleanor. I introduced her on Instagram, but I didn't get a chance to introduce her on any filming yet. She's super cute. She is not related to Marcus. There's Marcus and his wife Daisy, and their 9 children. And then there is Marcus's brother Caesar and his wife Rose and their daughter Lily, who've only been on film for just a second. But now this is the first unrelated munch munch. That's what Fugglers calls them, is a munch munch. This is Eleanor. I love her already. Can't help it. Alright guys, I am sorry if this seems chopped up and I'm in the middle of talking when it gets clipped out. It's annoying me as much as it is annoying you. I will have to get real film and real camera and real stuff someday. Okay? Let me know what you want to see. Ideas are great. You all wanted to know how many fugglers I have? I have 65. That's what the count's at. Alright guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope your day went well. And you enjoyed this film. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Alright, bye guys.